Legendary warrior and leader Sigurd the Mighty was revered for his bravery and skill in battle. He was a Viking warrior who, having been born in the late 8th century, sailed across the North Sea to become a legendary figure and a hero to his people. He struck fear into the hearts of his enemies and awe into the hearts of his followers with his mighty sword and unbreakable spirit. From sea battles to ferocious animal duels, Sigurd's adventures had it all. Neither his vigor nor his intelligence could be matched. He was admired for his crafty plots, steely determination, and courageous character. With his sword at the ready, he faced danger with confidence, knowing he would do what was necessary to protect his honor and the honor of his people. Sigurd the Mighty was put to death by means less spectacular. Vikings, in a word, were incredible. They were expert mariners, shipwrights, and sailors long before the invention of the magnetic compass. They were also masters of the sword, the spear, and the axe in addition to being world-class archers. It was easy to imagine how these powerful Vikings met their end, by being axed in the head, by having their ship burned at the stake, or by being captured and tortured by the enemy. When it came to death, the Vikings considered dying in battle to be the most honorable. Yet there was once a powerful Viking who met a death far less heroic than his name suggests. Greetings, fellow adventurers, welcome to Hallmark History, and in this episode let's talk of a tale of mystery, intrigue, and the unpredictable nature of fate. Today, we delve into the strange and untimely death of Sigurd the Mighty, a legendary warrior known for his bravery, cunning, and unbreakable spirit. With his sword in hand, he fought countless battles, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies and earning the admiration of those who followed him. Yet, despite his prowess on the battlefield, it was not a weapon that claimed his life, but a curse, a dark and mysterious force that would bring an end to this great hero. But first, don't forget to subscribe. Known as Sigurd the Mighty during his reign, the second Earl of Orkney lived from about 875 to 892. King Harald's death saga began when his brother, Ragnvald Steinsson of Mer, better known in modern Norwegian as Ragnvald Jarl, aided him in the expulsion of renegade Viking pirates and the invasion of the islands of Shetland, Orkney, and the Hebrides. Their son Ivar, Ragnvald's offspring, was killed in battle during one of their conquests. As a token of his sorrow over Ragnvald's son's death in service to him, the king gave Ragnvald the title of Jarl or Earl in the islands of Orkney and Shetland to rule over, and to prevent any bad blood. Ragnvald, who was uninterested in the islands, had them transferred to his brother Sigurd Steinsson with the king's blessing. As luck would have it, Sigurd took over the islands from his brother, and he seemed to be relishing his new position. As a result, their sphere of influence grew, and they joined forces with Thorstein the Red to conquer parts of northern Scotland and a few neighbouring counties. His fierceness earned him the nickname Arkai, which translates to the Mighty. Everything was going swimmingly for Sigurd the Mighty's conquests until he decided to challenge Malbricht of Moray, a Pictish nobleman also known as Malbricht the Bucktoothed. 40 brave warriors fought honorably to secure the future of the Moray kingdom. It wasn't hard at all, really. However, he was not always a decent warrior. Part account of local history and part mythological tale of the Vikings, the history of the Earls of Orkney was written in the early 13th century and details Sigurd's conflict with Malbricht the Bucktoothed, a local ruler in Scotland. They decided to have a face-to-face duel. Each man was to bring 40 of his finest fighters to a predetermined location at a predetermined time, and they were to fight to the death. The victor would unquestionably become the sole owner of the loser's assets. Bricht held up his end of the deal, but Sigurd showed up with twice as many soldiers. All of the Scotsman's men were killed. Sigurd gave the order to have his men remove the heads from the bodies of his enemies and attach them to their mounts as a means of celebration. Sure enough, he affixed Malbricht's severed head to his steed. Does the term the Bucktoothed ring a bell? It seems that Sigurd didn't. When he started riding happily back to his kingdom, he didn't notice that Malbricht's teeth were scratching his leg on every pothole. Sigurd's leg was injured. The infection was further spread as Malbricht's teeth rubbed against the wound. Sigurd the Mighty's death was so out of the ordinary that it triggered a curse they dubbed Sigurd's curse. The Sigurd Curse is a legendary tale that tells of the tragic consequences of Sigurd the Mighty's actions. The news of Sigurd's death spread quickly, and soon it became clear that the curse had not ended with his passing. For years to come, the curse continued to haunt the descendants of Sigurd the Mighty. Men who were once mighty warriors were now plagued by misfortune and ill luck, and many died in battle, their strength and courage sapped by the curse. Women who were once renowned for their beauty and grace became haggard and aged, their beauty fading away as the curse took its toll. Conversely, Malbregt walked into Valhalla with a huge grin on his face, assumably. Despite the curse, Sigurd's descendants continued to fight on, determined to live up to their ancestors' legacy and honor his memory. But the curse was relentless, and its effects could not be undone. It was said that the curse would only be lifted when a true hero stepped forward, someone who was brave enough to face the curse head-on and break its hold over the descendants of Sigurd the Mighty. The Sigurd Curse is a powerful tale, one that has been passed down from generation to generation. It serves as a reminder of the consequences of our actions, and of the importance of considering the impact that our deeds may have on those who come after us. It is a story of bravery, courage, and the unrelenting power of fate, a tale that continues to captivate and inspire people to this day. We have now reached the conclusion of our journey, a story of the unpredictability of even the greatest of heroes' destinies. Legendary warrior Sigurd the Mighty, who lived his life on his own terms and fought for what he believed in, will be remembered for all time. Even though he died in a mysterious and tragic way, his story will continue to teach young people to be strong, resourceful, and determined even in the face of adversity. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you liked the video so you don't miss out on any future adventures through the exciting tales of the past. Adieu, until we meet again.